Okay. Great. So let's discuss, right? Um, I want to believe that from today, tomorrow, you should be able to, as well as coupled with other training materials I would send, and then your consistent practice in all of these things that we've been learning this past couple of days, you should be able to start off as a social media manager. All right. Um, I have shared with you my very first designs I did for myself. Okay, and how I have grown over time. So there's room for every one of us to grow. If you have a laptop, doing designs on your laptop would be better. It will be faster for you, you know. But if you don't have a laptop, then you can make it on the phone. So let's talk from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, whichever one it is. Okay. So you set out to be a social media manager, right? And what's the journey like? Now, let me explain what I'm trying to say. For those of you, of course, which is the purpose of this, one of the main purposes of this training, to have an additional source of income for yourself, right? Without you having to source for funding from wherever. Okay, so a social media manager. Now, remember yesterday I told you, start by creating a presence for yourself. Okay, you should be known as a social media manager, whether it's on your WhatsApp status. But I will not even advise WhatsApp status as the primary because it's transient. After 24 hours, your WhatsApp status goes. But so create a presence for yourself on a platform that is more permanent. Okay. So you could have a landing page, you could have a mini website, you could have a social media account on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All right. Where you put up content and then you can directly put to your page, okay, for them to know what you do as a social media manager. That is one. Then, so a client reaches out to you that they want to create a brand presence for themselves. Okay. What do you do? Take note that as a social media manager, you can be said to be a brand consultant. Okay, you can be said to be a brand consultant. Now, in some cases, you would want to, okay, let me take it this way. So a client reaches out to you. It could be that they already have a brand presence and they just want you to, pick it up from where they left off, right? Saying that you want to introduce a better value to them. Okay. So there is that. Some other cases, they want to start from scratch. Okay, they want to build a brand for themselves. Someone start a business and they need an online presence and they reach out to you. Okay, there are a few questions to ask them because you are a brand consultant. You cannot just jump and say, okay, let's start creating content. All right, you must be able to take note of the brand identity, which will guide you in creating content for them. Now, for instance, you're a social media manager and Mike Adenuga, the CEO, chairman of Glow, approaches you. We want to create a brand presence for Glow. We want you to be our social media manager for Glow.com, and you just kick off. Oh yeah. We did come back train in my church. I'm a trained social media manager. Don't worry, sir. You are covered. And then the first post that you do the next day is having red background and purple text, which is totally off from what Glow is known for. Glow is known for green and white. Okay, so you must be able to identify a brand's identity if there is one. If there is no brand identity, then the first point to start in advising your clients is establishing a brand identity. And what does brand identity entail? Brand identity would cover things ranging from the brand name, the brand color or brand colors. It would extend to the brand logo, to the extent to the tagline or the motto of the business. So usually the tagline or the motto of the business is the message that everything the brand is about tells people. So for LG, we know that LG life's good, right? So anything that you are putting out there as content creator or social media manager for LG, for instance, it's passing that message that all their products, all their services, everything about them makes life good for their clients. Are we together? I believe so. So yes. So these things I've mentioned, please take note of them. The brand name, the brand color or brand colors, the tagline or the motto, the logo of the company. Of course, these things should feature in your content that you're putting out there. Okay, these things should feature. So you are doing a design for TCH. They must be able to identify the logo. When they see that logo, okay, this is Covenant's house, right? If you see a vehicle coming in front of you and you want to identify what brand this car is, okay, without seeing the text at the back, you see that logo at the front, so that, okay, this is a Hyundai, this is a Mercedes, this is a Tesla, just by seeing that logo, right? So if the business doesn't have a brand identity, you could suggest that it creates one. And if you have what it takes to create logos for the brand, you could do that. The good thing is, with Canva, you can also create logo. All right. So when you log into Canva, you do your normal search for logo. All right. Let's say, for instance, now, if it's a fashion brand you want to create for your prospective clients, if you search for fashion on Canva, okay, and then use the filter option to highlight logo, or you search something like fashion logo, it will bring up different logos that you can edit to come up with a logo for your client, whether the person is into doing hair products and stuff, or what's it called now? Just anything, real estate, whatever it is. Okay. So that's a good point to start off. All right. Then you might want to ask your client, what or what are the brand colors? Okay, that would help you in determining your color combinations, color for your designs, color for your text, and all of that. What else? Yeah, so brand color. Now, another very important thing that you should talk to your clients about as a social media manager is to find out, okay, if the business is already in operation, right, most likely the business is already registered with CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission, right? If they are new, it's a fresh business. Most likely they have not registered with Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. Now, why is it important to register the business with the CAC? Why is it important to do that? Just a moment, please. I need to attend to something. I'm here with you guys. I just quickly need to do something, but stay on the call, please. Hello, guys. Okay, my apologies. We just have to be understanding with ourselves. So it's very noisy where there's surrounding background sounds that are distracting me because I cannot help. Right. So I'm having to step aside so that we could continue our session. Please bear with me. I will do without my video. I'm sure you have seen my face enough, so we can manage. All right. So let's just enjoy the session now. Just using my audio. All right. Hope that's fine with everyone. Okay, no comments. Okay, so silence means consent. So we proceed on that note. All right, so I was saying that when your client reaches out to you, it's important that you find out whether or not they've been registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, whether it's registered as a business or it's registered as a company. You don't have to bore yourself about all of these technicalities. I'm speaking from the point of view of a lawyer, all right? And why is it important? Now imagine your client has reached out to you that they want to start a business, they want to create a brand presence for themselves, and they've chosen the name is Enterprise, for instance, okay, or Fantastic Four Business. Somebody say my voice is too low. Is that correct? Is it better now? Can someone confirm for me if my volume is better now? Any response, please? I need to. Okay, yes, thank you for responding. So imagine that you start off as a social media manager for your clients, all right? And you've registered the business name Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four Enterprise, for instance. And then some 1 or 2 months later, your client comes back crying to you and saying that we need to change our social media names or social media handles. We need to change them. We need to change the kind of posts that we put out there. And you're like, why now? We've already started building an identity for the brand using Fantastic Four. And your client is telling you that there's a similar business that has started using that name before, Fantastic Four Initiative or Fantastic Four Global or Fantastic Four whatsoever, right? It's a conflict of names. And you've already begun establishing a brand presence with that name. People are beginning to know the brand with that name. Now imagine having to start all over again, trying to convince people that, okay, we have changed name. We're now another entity entirely. So now you're coming to say you are no more Fantastic Four, but you are now, let's say, Chosen Enterprise. It's an entirely different entity, okay? Or imagine that, let's say, people already know, for instance, let me say God is Good Logistics, for instance. People know God is Good Logistics. They handle deliveries, logistics of things, individuals. And then in 2 months' time, God is Good comes and says, sorry, we are rebranding. We've changed our name from God is Good. We are now, let's say, Best Logistics. They would lose customers, one. They would lose integrity in the sight of their customers. All right. So to avoid all of this, because you're a brand consultant, you should be able to advise your clients. Your own is not just to enter Canva, start doing designs and posting and looking for likes and comments. No, you should be able to advise your clients. Are we together? I believe so. So advise your clients. They should, if they have not registered a business with the CSC, they should do that. Register the business with the CSC. Okay, they can contact a lawyer to do that for them. All right. Now, another reason why it's important to have a business registered, okay, it gives credibility to the business. So take, for instance, now, you as an individual, you want to establish a business to sell imported phones, for example, right? And you want to take this thing big. You want to be able to sell your phones to people in Abuja, sell your phones to people in Ghana. You know, you have good prospects for the business, all right? And then when it's time to make payment, someone wants to make a purchase. Most likely, it's a stranger, someone that doesn't know you, right? And then they say, okay, can we have your business account details? You now send them your personal account. Paul Jumbo, Zenith Bank, 219-613-81419. Sorry, that's not your account number, just figuratively speaking. Okay. Me as an individual, a stranger, I will be very reluctant to pay my money. Say, for instance, I want to buy a Techno Camon 19, right, which is about 100 and something thousand. I'll be scared to want to pay my 100 and something thousand into the account, a personal account of an individual I met online, claiming he's selling good phones, right? I'll be more willing to pay it into a company's account instead of an individual account. And you can only create a company account in the bank if your business is registered with CAC. Now, why am I emphasizing all of this? I'm emphasizing all of this because as a social media manager, you are also a brand consultant. You should be able to advise your clients. You're a professional. You're not a roadside person that is selling moi, cassava, gari, ewa, agbado. You know, you're a professional. Okay, and you should see yourself as such. Are we together? Are we together? I want to assume that we are together. All right, so great. So moving on to the next point I would like to discuss with us. It's important for you to add some additional credibility to yourself. Now, I need you to see yourself once again as a big shot that businesses cannot do without, right? Take note, you are a big shot that businesses cannot do without. Businesses need online presence. Businesses need online presence today, tomorrow, 5 years' time, 10 years' time. Businesses need online presence. So a social media manager would always be relevant. So you should see yourself as that. You should not casualize this business or this role, this skill that you are learning and that you want to monetize and make money for yourself. All right? Now, add some credibility to yourself. How can you add credibility to yourself? Get certified. Take a certification, right, online. And there are several free certification courses that you can take, right? There is Google Digital Marketing Certification that you can take, and it's 100% free. There are other certifications on a platform they call Coursera. Let me type it in the chat for everyone to see. So Coursera. So if you check Coursera, all right, there are different certifications that you can get. And the good thing is that these certifications, you can have them in a few weeks. If you commit to it, few hours every day, few hours every week, in a month or so, you are certified. You can put it on your platform, on your profile. Google certified digital marketer, Google certified social media manager. Now, somebody is saying Coursera isn't free. That is not entirely correct. And I mean, take my word for it. There are free courses on Coursera. There are paid courses on Coursera. There are free social media courses on Coursera. There are paid social media courses on Coursera. Take the free ones. Certification is certification, right? You're not just one average person that is starting off. This person that is saying digital marketing, Paul Jumbo, Google digital marketing for Africa is on Coursera as well. It's free. Go and check it. Meta digital marketing certification organized by Facebook is free on Coursera. Go and check it. Do you know what it means for you to say you are a Facebook certified digital marketer? Do you know what it means to say you are a Google certified digital marketer? it gives you an upper hand above the regular social media manager. All right. Especially if you want to consider taking this your skill across Nigeria. You want to reach out to brands outside Nigeria. You want to earn in foreign currency. You don't have what it takes now, perhaps, to say you want to invest in foreign stock. You want to buy stock of Tesla or stock of Google, because you want to start, like invest in foreign currency. All right. You might not have that much, but you can earn in dollars. You can earn in pounds. You can be in Nigeria and be a social media manager for a brand in Canada. You have an uncle that traveled to Canada. He has a friend that runs a business. He sees that you're a social media manager. He can speak to his friend that owns that business over there, and they reach out to you, and you are charging them in Canadian dollars. You have a domiciliary account. They're paying into your DOM account. Are we together? So this certification would help you. So try. All right. Don't just see yourself as this thing is just ending here. I'm not doing anything serious. I'm just doing design on my phone and Canva. Nothing serious. No, the opportunity is limitless. All right. So please, please, please take this thing that we are learning very, very, very seriously. All right. So moving on, the next thing I wanted to discuss with us is, okay, so you have gotten a client, you are advising the client, you are starting off. Now, it can be challenging. It can be intense on you as a social media manager, all right? When you have, okay, let's say you have your normal 9-to-5 job that you're doing. And if you are staying in Lagos, it makes it worse. If you are staying far from your office, it's even more terrible, right? It's a very terrible town hall, okay? So you will now have to wake up early, trying to rush to get to work. You get to the office, you're trying to meet up with deadlines, you close for the day, and you get home, you have things to attend to, and then you have designs to make for your clients. Then assume that you have like 4 or 5 brands that you are acting as a social media manager for. It can be crazy. And imagine that you need to put out posts maybe 3 days a week, 5 days a week. It can choke you. All right. So what is the way forward? How can you overcome this challenge? Because the challenge would come. So how can you overcome this challenge? What I normally advise in my trainings, and what I always remind myself to do when I get to that point of being under pressure, okay? Because trying to manage being a lawyer, being a social media manager, and several other things I do could be crazy. So I always have to remind myself of this. So take out a weekend or 2, right? 3 days that you have, 3 times that you have, public holidays. Do content ahead of time. Okay, so you could do content for the first 2 weeks of February. You've done your designs down, you've created your captions down, you've done them already. Okay, so then you can also schedule the posts. You can schedule the posts. How do I mean by schedule your posts? There are platforms that you can use so you upload the post, the picture, the video, whatever you're putting up there together with the caption. You can do that on platforms like, of course, Canva. You can use Canva to schedule your post. You can use Buffer. I'm typing it here. Okay, so you can use Buffer. You can use Canva. There are several others you can use to schedule your posts. So what this does is that, let's say you already created posts in advance for 2 weeks, first 2 weeks in February today. Okay, when those days, let's say, okay, you already, by today now, this night, you've done a design for February 1st. Happy New Month. Welcome to February. And blah, 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 blah. Okay? You schedule it on Buffer or Canva, for instance. So long as you put it up there, most times your data is on. You might even just forget that, I'm supposed to post. The platform will automatically post it by that time and that day that you have scheduled it to go up. So you're not under pressure. Hey, today is February 1st, too. I've not sent Happy New Month content for my clients. and this is I'm already in traffic. Hey, what do I do? How do I get content? You start getting agitated, and it happens almost every day. Before you know, you're getting frustrated. So when you do this in advance, when you do it ahead of time, it saves you all of those stress and agitations. Okay, so it's important that you find free times for yourself and create content in advance, right? It will help you. Are we together? Are we together? People should respond now. Someone should type something. I need to know that people are following me and I'm not talking to myself. Okay, thank you, happiness. All right, thanks, Paul. Now, so that is for scheduling. Okay. Another thing is sourcing for content, sourcing for captions. So you might be able to create a fine design on Canva, right? That you want to post, but then what caption are you using? So by caption, I mean the text that follows what you have designed and you have uploaded. All right. So instead of doing, let's say, for instance, now a real estate brand, let me not even say real estate brand. Let's say you are social media manager for a church. Okay. And then you've done a design, there's a service that is coming on. Instead of just saying, you post the picture and you write, worship with us, it doesn't really drive what your clients would ordinarily intend to achieve with that post. Okay. So when I mean look for, be creative enough to come up with captions, come up with content and captions that will be captivating. All right. People cannot just swipe through. So people are swiping through Twitter, swiping through Instagram, swiping through Facebook. Don't let your post be among those posts that they will just swipe and pass. Your post should be able to capture someone's attention for a few seconds because people's attention span is short. They don't want to waste their time. They have other things to do. They just want to look through, have fun, have a good laugh, look for something that will benefit them, and they move on to other things, in their lives. Right? So your caption, your content should be able to capture somebody's attention for the first few seconds. How can you do that? The kind of content you put up there, whether it's informative, what kind of information is it passing out? Whether it is entertaining, is good enough to make them laugh. And for those few seconds they are laughing, they're forgetting their sorrows. Okay. They are learning something new. Maybe if you are managing a fashion brand, you are putting up a content that says how to make your Ankara materials last longer. People like, let me even see that Ankara where I buy for Balogun market that they don't wash. Let me see how I can make it last longer. Or how to make your jeans, just things like that. All right, that will capture their attention. So let's say, for instance, now you want to do a church flyer that you guys were attempting, okay, and then you want to post it on the church social media platform. Instead of saying join us, all right, how about a caption that says something like let's say, so you don't know that God answers prayers here, just they play. Just maybe a caption like that. For this thing I just talked to. Maybe I'll go and do one design for TCH. Anyway, so, or find answers to all of life's problems as you join us in our so service, ministering this person, time, this venue, this, something that should be catchy enough. All right? Are we together? I believe so. How do you source for? So there are times that you might run out of ideas, no matter how creative you are. There are days that you shake your head up and down. Yeah. You might start thinking Balaba, nothing is entering your head. All right. Yeah, there will be times like that. whether it's to create content or whether it's to do caption or the times where you run out of ideas. What can you do? Now, I have shared it before. I will say it again. Once again, check out the pages of brands that are doing well in that sector and get content inspiration from there. Get caption inspiration from there. Please take note, don't go and do copy and paste. For instance, now you are managing a logistics brand and the name of the logistics business is Tesla Logistics. And then you see a caption from God is Good Logistics and you go and copy it and say, enjoy swift, safe deliveries, whether it's raining, whether the sun is shining, contact God is Good Logistics today on this. You now copy it, you now go and paste on Tesla Logistics. Imagine how your clients will feel when they see that. It will not make sense. So be careful. I'm not saying go and steal. I'm saying go and get inspiration. They say lawyers are liars. That is not stealing. Well, it depends on what you make of it. Okay, so find inspiration from there. Okay, so you could see the caption. You can use the caption, reward it. You can add, subtract, and all of that. Okay, that would help you in getting content that you can use. Okay. Another thing is, please try to constantly improve yourself. Try to constantly improve yourself. Go on YouTube, watch videos. YouTube is free. The only thing that you pay for is your data. Watch videos on YouTube. All right. And check other social media managers' pages, see what they are doing, so that you can get inspiration from there. Okay. Today I'm not talking Canva because I've given us practically all that we need in doing designs on Canva. Everything I've taught you, if you can just be doing it every day and playing around Canva, that is all that you need, honestly. So don't expect me to do any Canva design now. The only thing I will talk through is the designs that people have done. Because if you go on Canva, you log in, step 1, open Canva on your phone, or step 1, download Canva if you don't have it. Step 2, open Canva. Step 3, log in with your username and password. Sorry, not username, email and password. Step 4, look for templates that suits the concept you have in mind. Step 5, edit the templates to what you want to achieve. Step 6, download. Step 7, upload on your platform. Step 8, whatever you want to use as step 8, it's fine by you. Okay, that is just it. Canva has made life easy. You don't need to go and learn Photoshop. Yes, you can advance to that. As a matter of fact, there are some really, really crazy designs that Canva cannot do. In all honesty, there are some really, really high-end, big, as in high quality standard designs that you cannot do with Canva. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do really, really great jobs on Canva. You can. Okay, so what I'm just trying to say is basically use your templates. Now, look for good templates, please. Look for templates that will not stress you. And as much as possible, don't do more than yourself with templates. Please, don't do more than yourself. All right? If one picture is here, look for a picture that will enter that will replace that one perfectly. Resize it, crop it, increase brightness, reduce brightness, contrast, saturation, all of those things. Take note of them. Where you want to remove background, I've shown you how to remove background. All of those things is very easy. Practice, 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 practice. Okay? Now, another thing in terms of using templates, there is something we call minimalist design. It's something that a mistake that many of us made in the designs that we did and sent on the group. Now, when you pack too many details on a design, right? What is the probability that you yourself, first of all, as an individual, what is the probability that you will be patient enough to read through those things that you put in that design? Would you be patient enough to read through? Remember that people are just swiping through. Do you want to get the basic information and move on? Or you are doing a design for a flyer that they want, or a banner that they want to put on the road. People are walking past, people are driving past. They just want to see something that will capture their attention and it sticks in their head. Are we together? Are we together? I'm sure we are. So, um, somebody said steal inspiration. It's okay. Anyhow you put it, me, I'm sure I'm not stealing. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So, minimalist design is key. Minimalist design is key. So, let's say, for instance, now you want to do a flyer, for instance. That okay, you know what? Let's go to the group. Everybody, just go to WhatsApp. Let me start even talking about designs that we've created on the group. So go online on the WhatsApp group. I'm going there now. Let me start from top to bottom for the designs. I may not be able to run through everything, but so let's see. Let me start with this one. So if you check the group, the one I said, this one I've said this. Okay, let's go there. So this was done by Zika. It's a real estate flyer. All right. At first glance, what I'm seeing here is house that doesn't look so real. Okay, doesn't look Nigerian. And then I'm seeing feature. I'm struggling to see the identity of the brand. I have to take my eyes close and see Prime Estate, Gerard Island. So I'm seeing house, then the word feature. Then affordable apartments just for you is recessive. Okay. So there should be contrast between the message there should be contrast between elements. So the main thing in this flyer, somebody should tell me what should be. I need to see that as a matter of fact, on WhatsApp here. Somebody should tell me this design we're talking about now on WhatsApp, right? Somebody should tell me the main thing that the main message that the person is trying to pass across. Someone should type it on the WhatsApp group. Let me see. Tell me the main message that the person is trying to pass across. Someone should type it on the WhatsApp group. No, it's not the company's name. That's not the first thing. That's not the primary thing. Not company's name. Who your company help? There are 10 other companies doing the same thing. It's not the image of the building that would capture their attention. There are better buildings in Ikoyi than that building. I'm waiting. Go on, try. It's not the logo. How does the logo help them? With the logo bring money to their pocket? It's not the logo. Affordable housing. That is it. Affordability. That is the main thing that will come to their head. People are talking billions and billions and billions of naira for properties in Lekki, Ikoyi, Ajah, this one, that one, that one. But you are coming with something different and saying affordable apartments just for you. That should be the main thing that should be shouting in their eyes. Are we together? It's not prime estates. There are other estates that are better than prime estates. So I'm telling you now that the main message here is affordable housing just for you. You haven't making it personal to them. Now, let me tell you something. As much as possible, in your designs that you are doing as a social media manager, appeal to the emotions of people. Appeal to their emotions, something that will touch them somewhere. Do you understand? Something that will appeal to their emotions, something that we somebody remind me to talk about storytelling. Remind me to talk about storytelling before this class ends. Okay? It's very important. It's a very, very critical skill you must learn and cultivate as a social media manager. So still talking about this picture that we are using as case study now. So affordable apartment just for you should be bold. It should shout in their face. And when I say appeal to their emotion, I'm not saying sentimental. We can use words loosely. Okay, let me explain what I mean by appeal to their emotions. How do I explain this now? There are different types of emotions. The kind of content that will make people moved. Okay, when I say appeal to the emotions, I'm saying that your picture, your caption, whatsoever, should be able to move people to reach out to you. Whatever it is that you want to do, should be able to move them, touch them somewhere to reach out to you. Touch them in such a way that they know that I will benefit a lot from this. I will learn from this. I will spend less money if I do this. Any reason at all that will make them reach out to you, which is the aim of it, to reach out, patronize. You're appealing to their emotions. That's just what I mean. So I don't know what you mean by sentiment. All right. So that's what I just explained, what I'm trying to say. Okay. So that is for this image now, right? So affordable apartment just for you, right? Then features should be bold enough. Now you are using black design on a purple gray, like this kind of purple grayish background. The features is not sharp, it's not coming out well. So you might want to use white. All right, you want to use white for the features, they will see it. And then also the image of the building. So the first thing that catches their attention is the word that is the word that is appealing to their emotions. Affordable apartment just for you. How is apartment like? These are the features. Is this, is that, is this. How this building be? Then they see the image. Oh, okay, this house is not bad. This kind of house, how these features? I can afford this apartment. Maybe you now add something like flexible payments plan, bold, spread payments in 10 years. Right? It will move people to want to, patronize you. So that's for that. All right. Then so try to ensure that there's consistency in the size of your text, the size of your icons. I can see that still on this image, for contacts, the what is it called now? The icon for contact is white, Prime House, Twitter is blue, the other one is Facebook is blue. So there are so what are the comments that you guys are dropping here? Let's see. Okay, to save time, I'm not going to go through all of these comments, right? I'm just trying to point out some things that would help everybody. All right. So I think I've said enough for that picture. Let me go to the next one. Let's see. This. Let me talk about this. Yeah, environment where the house is matters. Fine. So yes, you are very correct. So the main thing that will capture their attention, put it. But remember, I've talked about minimalist design. You cannot go and pack everything. You cannot put everything. They will just swipe through and pass. All right. So I've mentioned another image that I want to talk about. All right. This TCH flyer. So Pastor Dapo's image is there, even though Pastor Dapo does not like his picture being used for publicity anyway. So that one is there. Then there is Rosary. It's Redeemo, it's not Catholic. But it's fine. All right. Nice concept. You chose a very good template. Okay. It's minimalist, not too much information. But the main message is not the Covenant House, RCCG, because that's the first thing that I'm seeing. I'm seeing the Covenant House, RCCG. That's not the message. The message you are trying to pass across is something that will make them come to church, something that will make them come to the Covenant House, RCCG, which I believe in this case, in this design, the main message you're trying to pass across here is come experience the wonders of God. That is the main message. So that should be what is shouting in the faces of people. That's what they should see. All right, so that should be the main thing that is bold enough coming to their attention. Then, so this is the general Redeem logo instead of Covenant House logo. So take note of that. Use Covenant House logo, remove the background. All right. So just some comments on, so that I don't overflow things. I just want to run through now. This next one I'm referring to. So if you check the WhatsApp group, this one I'm saying this. Okay. Are we together? I'm on WhatsApp. I'm not on Zoom. I'm on the call on Zoom, but I'm talking to us through WhatsApp. All right. So now this one I've said Zoom. Okay. Now I like the concept. As a matter of fact, Pastor Dapo likes the concept because I was with him today and we're talking through some of these things, right? He likes the idea. The message you're trying to pass across makes sense. Like, there's home for everybody here. Come to me, whether you're depressed, whether you're suffering, there's a home for you here. Please, sorry about the background noise. Yes, have to be here. Right? So, I'm not staying in Korea. I'm staying somewhere. So yeah, have to do with some of this noise from neighbors and also. Sorry about that. Okay, so now this thing is wordy. The text is too much, right? And the message might not be appreciated. So sorry about the background noise, guys. I can't help it. I've tried. I had to leave my house to come outside. So it's noisy. The back of my house at the church, they're having the evening service, disturbing me outside. So you guys just bear with me. I'm sure we understand. Okay. Now, so this other image I'm talking about on WhatsApp. Yeah. So Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, or you the labor, blah 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 blah. God still loves you. He wants you to be saved during our Sunday service. So you can make these things brief. All right. Then you could have used a better template. Okay. Now, what you did here was a picture of this guy and then text. If I do a design like this, for instance, for Covenant House, inviting you to church, and you see another design of maybe House on the Rock, you will honestly, let's be honest to ourselves. I'm sure you will prefer the House on the Rock design more than this one. So taking note that the idea is not bad. I get the message, I get the concept. I'm not even whining you. This person that did design, I'm not whining you, Pastor, but like the concept. But we can play around the design to make it come out better. Choose, as a matter of fact, the person that did this, choose another template, do the same concept in another template and send, let's see. All right? So there's something I do. So if I'm going through social media space, I see designs that I like, I screenshot it or I save it for me to use it later. All right. Okay, yes, I think you did it as, okay, yeah, which is this one. Yes, I saw that. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is better. I see you use the background remover for the guy and then personality. Awesome. Okay. This is better than the previous. I'm sure you yourself will able to agree that it is better. Okay. But what I'm saying is the text is much, too many details. It can put people off. They might not want to see it. Right? They might not have the patience to read through. So I think the main thing that you want to say is God loves you and wants you to be safe. That is the major thing that should be clear to them. All right. So let me share with us on this group on WhatsApp now. There's a design I screenshotted. while in service. I saw a design online. So I want to share. Where is this design? Okay, yeah. So now look at this design, guys, that I've shared on the WhatsApp group. All right. This design is minimalistic, right? It has good contrast. Okay. You get details without having to look too much. Okay. Are we together? So if you look at this design, you are seeing the year of the prolific church. So that's the major message that they want to pass across, right? Prolific church. So we can change it. I can tweak it to whatever I want to change it to. All right. I can change it to miracle, that prolific church. I can say miracle, not the tired Jesus. Right. And then that worship with us, I can change it to encounter life-changing miracles with us. Okay. Then leave this Sunday, change time to our time. Okay. First service, second service, remove second service, change that second service part to date. Sunday, so date, February 2023, time, this time. And at the bottom there, 888 Balarabe Musa, Victoria Island, Lagos. At the top there, we see Christ Embassy logo. Change it to just the Covenant House logo there. Remove the background. Then the background image that you're seeing, that is, it could be a Covenant House member that is, worshiping God or something, or, and we have redesigned this thing. Just by looking at it, we have redesigned it, right? And it's just simple, and the message passed across. No, many these things. We cannot start quoting scriptures here. It's not your banner or your flyer on Instagram or Twitter that they want to read Bible. No. Are we together? I believe we are. Okay. So what else I want to talk about now? Let me see. Let me say this. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. So I'll talk about this last picture and I'll round up. So, Mrs. Grace, you did a good one with this picture, with this design. But so remember, it's Covenant House. But so you got your covenant wrong. Right? That's a mistake that you should not do as a graphic designer or a social media manager. Put wrong information out there. So be careful with your spellings and ensure that you're getting it right. Okay. Then the texts, they are just scattered. Some is here, some is starting here, some is starting there. It's not aligning. They're not a straight line. Right. So if the text are aligned on the right, they should be on a straight line. Like all of them, the end of all of them should be on that, maintain that line. Right? If you're doing it centralized, all right, let it be uniform, right? Let it not be scattered. Okay, that's why I say if you're editing templates, don't over edit it and scatter it. All right, I'm sure we are together. So the image of the lady here is it could be better. It's too bold. We have reduced it a bit. All right. What is the essence of the Hebrews 13:8? Most likely someone will not read it. So you can take that out. All right. That ministering is not showing. Even the person that are ministering is not showing well. All right. So you guys should pay attention to these things. Pay attention to these things. As a matter of fact, when you do a design, and figuratively speaking, or hypothetically speaking, look at it as though you are another person that is viewing your design. Like you're a third party that is looking at your design and then criticize it. Just picture that design that you did, that a church like Harvesters posts this picture that you did now, right, on their this thing. on their website or their Instagram page or something, you see that person, what's happened now? Why have investors this thing be like this? You'll be shocked. What is going on here? Is that they didn't give their designer down payment to buy a roasted corn before he started the design? So be able to critique your design by yourself. It will help you, come up with something better. All right. So there's a whole lot to be said. In terms of design. I cannot start going all through the designs, right? But like I said, every attempt that was made, right? Every attempt that was made was a good one for starters. Okay. If you remember, I had shared with you guys my where are they? I had shared with you guys my designs I did on Canva. So if you check, oh dear, I'm not seeing them. Okay, so if you check the designs that I uploaded, which I told people I did as my first designs, right, you will see and agree with me that, okay, truly, there is hope for you. Okay, so the same way it got better with practice and all of that, you too can improve. All right, so your free time, carry your phone. You're in bus, you are in traffic, you are in the car. Please don't go and use Canva. You are driving and then you're using Canva on your phone. Please, I don't know you. Okay, so in your spare time, just practicing, get an idea. You see a design online, or you're going through Canva, you see a template. Now, funny enough, Seth, let me say this: as you are going through, maybe you're searching for a template, and then you see a template that you like, that you think will be good enough for another concept. Save the template. You can save it to use later. All right. So that you will not start looking for templates all over again. Now, remember, I told you people this thing in the first day of the class that when you are doing content for your brand, as much as possible, please use very few templates that you will maintain for all your designs. Use few templates. All right? What do I mean? If it's picture that you want to post, have 2 templates that you use, and you will follow those templates. Like your killer templates, your bestest templates that you will use. Have like 2 for images. For video content, have like 2. For carousels, let me type it in the chat box on Zoom. Carousel. For carousel, okay, have a template that you use. For reels, I'm saying REELS. Have a template that you use. Why am I saying have this template? Instead of having to start looking every time you have to design, hey, let me go and look for templates. You now start trying by error. You try this one, it not work. You go and look again for that template. This one not fine. Start again. So it will save you all of that. That's one. And then secondly, it will create some form of consistency. Right? It will create some form of consistency on the page. Are we together? I believe we're together. So to help maintain consistency, to try look for best templates, right? And just be using it. Change the wordings, change the image, but the template should be the same. All right? At most 3 templates. Better more than 3 to save you stress of having to recreate and all of that. So, what's time? This is 10 minutes to 9. Scripture says, what I have, I give unto you. So, I've spoken a lot. I've shared ideas. I've taught you guys stuff, Let's not end here. I will continue sharing what's it called now? Materials, right? For the next couple of days before I delete the WhatsApp group, because I will delete the WhatsApp. So I'll share stuff to you guys, YouTube videos that you can watch. I'll send links to courses that you can take, to help you. To somebody saying no to what? I should not send content. I should not send YouTube videos that you can learn with. Okay, it's fine, no problem. So, like I said, so, ladies and gentlemen, to further help those that will be interested in getting better in this, all right, we will be recruiting 10 persons, right, that will join the media department in Covenant House. At least 10 persons. They will join the Covenant House media department, right? Now, how will you get better? For now, you might not have social media clients that can reach out to you and say, do designs for us. When you do designs with time, you'll get better, right? So in the media department of Covenant House, I will be giving people, members of the media team, assignments or flyers that we need to do for church, how we shall in giving TCH a better brand image. All right. So there will be trainings. You do, let's say we'll have a roster, we'll have a schedule, and say, okay, you today, for Mondays, this and this person, you take a short, maybe 2 or 3 sentence you take like 2 or 3 sentences from Pastor Darlington's message today in church, right? And I use it to do an inspirational post that we post on our Instagram page for Covenant House and our WhatsApp group so that people can post on their status to encourage people. You do the design. For Tuesday service, digging deep, you do design, right? So we'll have a schedule like that. People that are doing different designs for service and you'll be getting better. When you do your design, I'll say, no, adjust this one, edit this one, do this and do that. So we are taking at least 10 persons. They will be interning with the media department for 2 months. All right. Most likely, church is going to give you stipends, right? More like, I don't want to call it salary. I'll say stipend, a token, something to hold your side, right? And out of 91 persons, I read 90-something persons are in the WhatsApp group. On the first day of this training, 47 or 49 persons joined. Second day, yesterday, 20, how many? 20 something, not up to 30. Today we are, how many? Okay, the highest number I've seen here was 23 today. Right now it has dropped to 18, excluding me 17. So it just goes to show that when people have their reasons, maybe according to them they are busy. Me, I'm busy too. And they will watch the YouTube link and learn later. Well, and then it's free, they didn't pay for it. And it is well anyway. If this was a training that was done, let me if I want to do this training for people, how much I'll charge? Maybe that one would have taken it serious. But so more important, what I'm trying to say. So after this training now, if you want to get better, you're interested in sharpening your skills. Okay, before I say that, let me say this. Let me say this. The things that I know. Sorry, let me walk away from it. There's a noise coming from somewhere around here. Let me walk away from it. Let me tell you a brief story. All right. So in Covenant House, okay. I'm just trying to encourage us. Okay. So apart from being pastor's PA and protocol officer, right? The other thing that I've taken up to do. So initially at some point, there was a guy that used to do our designs for us when I joined Covenant House in I became committed. Yes, I joined as a law student in 2018, but I became committed February 2019. So there was a guy that was doing designs for us. Okay. At some point he left for whatever reason. I think he traveled out, so he wasn't around again. So I was doing design. So we didn't have anybody who was doing designs, right? I had some basic Canva knowledge. So I would just try my hand and say, I see these templates, make I try them. So I'll do it for service. We'll just post it. Anyhow, you'll be a manager, like it's something now. Like that, right? Then COVID happened. I was discussing with Pastor how we're going to do services and all of that. Churches were going on lockdown. I never knew how to use Zoom. I had never heard of Zoom before. So but discussing with Pastor and Pastor, like, okay, he knows what something they call Zoom. So I had to go and learn Zoom. I did my findings, I did my research. I had to learn Zoom and had to master Zoom, right? So during lockdown, all through the period of lockdown, I was doing Zoom for church. I was organizing it and all of that. Some of you know these things. Now, this is not me bragging. I'm driving at something. Okay. Now, after law school, when I was to look for a job, right? I was trusting God at all. I don't want to work in a small law firm that will be paying me 20K or something. Does not make sense, right? I need some manageable funds, right, to do some things, So I had sent out applications to law firms, and I knew what it meant to be rejected. Anyways, so my applications were turned down many places, right? So I got an idea from God, like, instead of putting out my application and saying, I'm a lawyer, I graduated this year from this university, come and employ me in your firm, normal CV, So this was the idea that God gave me. Okay. So law firms were going remote, they were doing remote working. Of course, there was lockdown now, right? So nobody was coming to the office. Law firms needed to have a better image online so people will see them online. As everybody wanted to come online, so people will see them. Right? So what was the inspiration that God gave me? Right? And the first thing they should see in your CV should be that you have the skills that will help them create online presence for themselves. Then when they want to do their online meetings, webinars, and all of those things, you know how to do it too with all those Zoom things you do in church. Put it there. My people, that is how I got the job I'm doing now in the law firm I'm working in. So I'm working as a lawyer. I'm social media manager for the law firm. I handle all our online meetings and all of that. How did it start? It's because I started learning it in church. Doing it every time, gradually, I got better in it. And it's helping me today, right? So committing yourself to these things, which is one thing that many people do not know. And when you commit, it's a platform to learn for free, right? If someone wants to go and register in one school to learn these skills, you pay through your nose in some places. Okay, well, learn on the platform of God. So please indicate interest in this thing. Join this person that will help us to create a better image for Covenant House, right? You yourself is an additional source of income for yourself. Okay, when they are sacking people in an organization, they cannot afford to sack you because you are helping that company to create a good brand image for them. They can't. They're hot cake. You should know this. Anyway, I've spoken enough, I believe. So I need persons interested, but I would select based on performance or through the stream. There are already some persons I have in mind, your commitment to the classes, the quality of designs that you did. Right? I'll reach out to you myself. Right? But others, send me a DM. Send me a DM between tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Indicate your interest. Send me a DM that you are interested. Okay? Send me that DM. I'm interested. I want to join TCH Media, to help the church and to get better as a person. All right? So, gentlemen, for the next 2 weeks, my Canva details is open to everybody. So At the latest, February 12th, February 13th, I will change my password and people will know everybody will be logged out. And that'll be the end of Canva, free Canva for you guys. For those that are in the media department, you still have access to my Canva details because we'll be using it for designs, right? So I believe we've learned a lot in this training. I cannot take note these 3 days. I cannot teach you everything. You cannot learn everything. You still have to go and learn for yourself. So please don't stop this journey that you have started. God will give you the grace, the inspiration, the idea, and everything, the resources. So, be a social media manager. And when you get to your kingdom, remember me. All right, guys. So I'm not taking questions. I'm not taking questions. Time has gone. People need to go and rest. Tomorrow is Monday. People need to prepare. We have other things to go do tonight. Go to bed. So on behalf of Pastorate, Pastor Darlington, and all the other ministers of Covenant House, my technical and media department leaders, Pastor Modupe Bandele, who's the pastor in charge of media department, Brother Femi, Uncle Sam, and the rest of the members of the media team. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your consistency. And I look forward to working with the other persons that would want to join us. Thank you, Upong. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Ebili. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Buntus. All right, so God bless you all. I wait for the indicated interest of those that want to join us. All right, take care of yourself. For now that the WhatsApp group is still open, you can leave your comments, questions. I will respond when I can create the time. If you guys abuse it and there's many talk, I will just lock the group. Nobody will say anything. So we don't disturb people's DMs, right? Thank you very much, guys. Meeting is coming to a close. Take care of yourself. Welcome to the world of social media management. Remember to pay your tithe when you start earning. And then remember me as well. I can tell you my account details. All right, take care of you. Good night. Have a great week. God bless you.